it's Lee from colouringqueen.net, and today I've got something different. It's not quite colouring with pencils, but we're certainly creating a coloured picture. So these were sent to me by the folk at Glintarts, and they asked if I'd like to review them. And I jumped at the chance because at the moment I'm a bit short on pencils, but also sometimes you need a little bit of a rest from actually colouring, but you still want to do something creative. So I jumped at the chance to review these for them. Now I haven't dived in and had a look, so I thought we'd do that together and see how easy or how hard it is to do. Now they've sent me two, the one in the flowers and Starry Night, of course. And what they do is they create these kits that are all based on famous paintings. And it's not colour by number or colour by sticker, but it's sort of like a cross between the two of them. So I thought we would dive in and do maybe the Starry Night one. So let's open it up. So it's well packed in this protective plastic. And we can see that it's got different levels on it. So this one's rated 3 out of 5, and it comes with a set of tweezers. So if you get those open, they're not actually quite good. They are tweezers. They actually come with a little plastic slip on them to prevent them opening in transit. It's actually quite nifty little grabby tools. And it's based on obviously Van Gogh's Starry Night, one of my favourite paintings. We've got the coloured reference picture there. So there may be some differences between the completed reference image and the set of colour papers included in this product. So I guess they're covering themselves for printing errors and whatnot. We've got this lovely black package, little decal on it. So certainly packed well enough for the shipping. And this is actually more than what I expected. It's actually quite thick. I thought it was going to be like a piece of paper, but it's actually quite thick, and it's like a little foamy board, similar to like a mouse pad or a mouse mat. It's like that, but a bit thinner than a mouse mat, but yeah, a lot thicker than what I thought. I thought it would just be a piece of paper, to be honest. And then we've got the actual artwork on there. And just up against Jonah's Christmas, we can see that it's roughly the same size. A bit smaller, so it'd be good to put in a picture frame if you wanted to frame it up. So we've got our picture, and then we've got this little packet of papers, or little foily type papers. So I've got different coloured backings on there, and then at the front there's different colours. So we've got a couple of blues, a gold, green, a purple. I might just sort these out, that might make it easier. God, they're slippery little suckers. They're very thin, so they do tend to slide around a bit. Got gold. Got some with a little design on it. It's already got a pattern on there. Another little twinkly design. And this might not film very well actually because of all the colours and all that foil reflecting. So we've got quite a lot of foils there. So it says peel it off, then rub your colour on, and then lift the foil up. So let's see how easy it is to do. So the idea would be to pick out the colour that you want to work with first and probably do all of that colour at once. So we've got dark green over here. We've got it a bit over here, here, over here, and a bit over there. So this small piece of paper is well and truly going to cover that. So let's dive in and check it out. So what it is actually cardboard kind of stuck to a mat, and you hook your little tweezer in there and you can pull off this bit of paper. So it's actually quite easy once you know how with everything. So you can pull that off, and then I'm not not sure. I think we must put this face side down. So I want to try and get as much out of this green as I can. Oops. And of course you're not meant to do that. Then rub it in. And it'll rub into that little void that we've got there. And then we can peel it. Now that didn't work, so clearly I've done it the wrong way around. Try it again this way out. And really rub it with my finger. Peel it off. And that was, of course, the way to do it. I'm going to have to tilt this because you can't see the lovely green on there. So I've moved my light so hopefully that you can see where the foiling is, because it was glaring too much down on the picture. So hopefully this will be easier for you to see the foiling. So we've got our green one there. Now of course it doesn't have to be exactly as per the picture. You can just do whatever you want. And the picture's not exactly accurate either. So you can just do whatever you fancy. That's what I'm going to do. And this is good because no matter where you sort of press, you can pull up that segment that you want to get rid of. And if you, say, wanted to do more in that one colour, you can just pull off more when you go there. Plus with the foil, you can see how much you've already used. So rub it in and peel it off. These tweezers are really good at grabbing things. Fabulous. Like little spider's legs. Look at the point on that. So I finished my picture off screen and I've got to say it was super relaxing. I worked on it for the space of like an hour over a period of a few nights, and very relaxing, just lifting up the card and placing the foil down. Now I did learn a few things along the way, and that is that you can't just lift up the paper and leave the tacky surface there while you hunt around for your papers. It does tend to lose tack, so you need to have selected your foil first and then pop it straight down. Now when you're lifting it off, lift it off like you're waxing your legs or ripping off a band-aid. So try and get your hand as close to the area as possible rather than far away when you're lifting off the foil. And this will help avoid any little bits of foil not sticking properly to the surface. The other thing I did was I experimented a bit. So I would place a little bit of foil over an area and just rub a little bit off and then place a different colour on it. So I was creating different effects. So instead of having just one piece of foil on an area, I was creating different little effects within the area. And that's the really great thing about this. I mean, you can copy the Starry Night look if you want, or whatever other picture that you choose from their collection, or you can do whatever you want. With the 36 papers that they include, you have plenty of papers there to experiment with. I still have a ton of foils left over that have got a huge amount of, and some I haven't even used. I've got a huge amount of sheets left over with a huge amount of colours. So don't be shy about, or don't be worried that you'll run out, because chances are you won't. They give you quite a bit extra. I've got, I think, about 6 full sheets left over and plenty on smaller sheets as well. So you can really have fun experimenting, putting down a little bit of foil and sort of maybe, you know, creating effects within effects. Or you can just colour it like Starry Night, or you can do whatever you want. I added more purple to mine because that's what I wanted. I love purple. The one little thing that was a little bit difficult for me is most of the foils are really easy to tell which way is the side that is meant to be face up. But the metals, like the silvers and the golds, the backing colour of those is not very easy to distinguish. And if you put it down the wrong side, then it'll be very difficult for you to stick over it. And that's what happened over here on my little crescent moon over there. I put the foil, which I can't find now, of course, the wrong side down because I wasn't sure which side of the metal was the side that was to be foiled. So it's a little bit difficult, whereas on the other ones it's really easy to tell, you know, which way is the right side up. But with the silver and gold, it's a little bit difficult to tell on those. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm super glad that Glintarts sent it to me. The other thing is just to make sure that when you're lifting that little card off, that you don't allow it to sit on the picture, because it will absorb the tack, if you like, on the foam board, and you won't be able to stick on there. So that's what happened with this. I hadn't brushed it off the picture and it's stuck on there. So other than those two little mistakes that were my fault, it was super easy to use, and you know, so much fun. It was like a coloured sticker jigsaw puzzle, you know, and very, very glittery. You're probably not going to see all the glittery in here. My other half absolutely adored it. He thought it was super challenging with all the small spaces, but also a lot of fun. And you can really play around in those spaces. Now, the other thing I noticed when I was working on it was that there's some areas on here with like stars and whatnot. And I'm wondering if they indicate, when you look at the foils, that that's for the more glittery type papers to use. I wonder if they're like a legend. I'm not sure, but it's something that you could look at. Now, I would spend some time going through your foils and sorting them all out before you dive in on your picture, because there's quite a lot of foils, 36 different papers that they give you, not 36 colours, and you want to have them in the order that you want if you want to be really particular about following the actual reference picture. So I've actually got, you've seen at the beginning, I've actually got another one of these masterpieces, which is the gorgeous bouquet of flowers. And it's also rated 3 out of 5. It's the Bouquet of Japanese Vase. And like all of their products, it's based on a famous painting. So I've got this one to give away. Now, the giveaway is open worldwide. All you need to do is comment below this video and tell me what your favourite painting is. And I'll announce the winner of the giveaway in about a week's time on this channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button and click the little bell notification to get notified of future videos that I upload. Until next time, happy colouring.